So hi guys, welcome back to this run chase here. Technical glitch once again. Really sorry for the delay. Lucknow Super Giants have got off to a good start in this run chase. They've lost both their openers, Aidan Markram and Mitchell Marsh, both of them dismissed. Vaibhav Arora picking up both those wickets as predicted. Vaibhav Arora is the impact player for the Kolkata Knight Riders in this second innings, and he has picked up both the wickets so far, but nothing much for the other bowlers so far. This partnership now 26 from 15 balls, and I think it's a good strategy to hold back Nicholas Pooran and send in Ayush Badoni ahead of Nicholas Pooran at number 4. So that is working well as of now. Ayush Badoni has scored 19 from 11 balls with 2 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 172.73, and Pant has just come to the crease. So required run rate is 8.77. They need another 114 more runs to win this match from their last 13 overs. Sunil Narayan now continuing into his second over. The only problem for LSG though, after this it's Nicholas Pooran, after that Abdul Samad, after that there is not much batting. So that is where I think LSG can get stuck in their batting department. This time it's cut away by Rishabh Pant towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. And I think this is where now Ayush Badoni will have to take the responsibility. He's an experienced batter, has played for LSG for I think it's the 4th consecutive season or 5th consecutive season which Ayush Badoni is playing for LSG. LSG have been backing him for a long time. He's played some good knocks here and there, but he will be an important player in this run chase. That's driven again back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Sunil Narayan. The KKR can use this one bowler, Sunil Narayan, and Pant is telling, just play him out. Just play out Sunil Narayan. We will go after the other bowlers. That is what Rishabh Pant is telling Ayush Badoni. And I think that is not a bad strategy at all at this stage. That's flicked away again by Badoni towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Rishabh Pant is back on strike. I think Rishabh Pant played a really good knock in the previous game against the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and I think that will give Rishabh Pant a lot of confidence. That knock will give Rishabh Pant a lot of confidence going forward in this tournament, because the last whole tournament Rishabh Pant couldn't contribute much with the bat. So his batting is very important. That's again on the pads. Flicked away by Rishabh Pant towards deep square leg and picks up another single. So Ayush Badoni is back on strike. Another quicker ball flicked away again by Badoni. Picks up another single. So happy to play out Narayan here. Both these LSG batters. Last ball of the over coming up. Last ball of the over. Quicker delivery, Pant going for the flick shot, leading edge towards point. And another dot ball to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over from Sunil Narayan. And LSG are now 72 for 2 after 8 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout. 110 more runs needed from the last 12 overs. Sunil Narain Cameron Green is the new bowler into the attack now for KKR. And that's cut away by Ayush Badoni towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. The good news for KKR is that Cameron Green has started to bowl. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's short. He goes for the pull as a top edge. And the fielder running backwards takes the catch. And what an important wicket this is. Karthik Tyagi takes the catch. At square leg. And Rishabh Pant has to go. The short ball ploy from Cameron Green works. And LSG continue to lose wickets here. Their third wicket goes down. Cameron Green, brought in to bowl for the first time in this tournament, strikes and gets the biggest wicket of Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant played a really good knock in the previous game, but not to be today for him. The captain of LSG, Rishabh Pant, is gone after scoring 10 runs from 9 balls, and LSG are now 73 for 3 after 8.2 overs. So Nicholas Pooran is the new batter to the crease. LSG losing some wickets and their batting depth is a little... their batting depth is kind of shaky this season. So they need to be very careful here, LSG. They are playing Mukul Chowdhury at number 7 probably. But he hasn't looked like a convincing batter in this season so far. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's too high. That's too high. Surely a wide from Cameron Green. Has to reload that one again. It's high time that Pooran comes back to form here. He hasn't performed in the first couple of matches for LSG. He played well last year. Pooran was the man of the match at this particular venue last year in the IPL. Can be a dangerous batter when he gets going, and if you ever asked him which bowling attack you wanted for you to come back to form, he would have happily accepted KKR's bowling attack. Well, looks like Cameron Green has asked for drinks here. Drinks in the middle of an over, I'm not able to understand. Four more deliveries left in this over. So finally, third ball of the over coming up. And it's defended again by Puran towards point and gets off the mark with a single. Gives a strike back to Ayush Badoni. Just 3 runs coming from this over, including the wicket of Rishabh Pant. Still 3 more deliveries left in this over. A few days back when Ajinkya Rahane was asked whether Cameron Green will bowl or not, he said, "You need to ask this question to Cricket Australia." And here he is now, Cameron Green bowling his first over, and he strikes by picking up the wicket of the LSG skipper, Rishabh Pant. That's pulled again down the ground to mid-on, and Ayush Badoni picks up another single. Can we see the best of Puran today with the bats? Has had a very quiet tournament so far. Only 2 matches though, but still couldn't perform in the first 2 matches. He's not far away from his best, that is for sure. Fifth ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's gone big. That's gone all the way for 6. That is vintage Puran for you. That is vintage Puran at his best. It was in the slot. I think it was in his hitting arc there. And he's just flat batted it over deep mid wicket. Picks up his first 6 in this innings. This time it's short again, too high, given as a wide. In fact, it's a no ball, is it? It's a no ball. Oh my goodness. No ball for head height and a free hit as well. Goodness gracious, this over is not ending well for Cameron Green. It's a free hit. So no ball and a free hit for Nicholas Puran here. Equation requirement now under 100 runs for LSG. Free hit delivery coming up. Surely Puran is going to go again for the big shot. Last ball of the over. And he goes again, but he hasn't timed it, has he? He's not got it off the middle. The catch will be taken, but it doesn't matter because it's a free hit. More importantly, it hasn't gone the distance. It's only a single of the free hit to finish that over. 12 runs came from that over from Cameron Green, including the wicket of Rishabh Pant, and LSG are now 84 for 3 after 9 overs. So Sunil Narayan now back into the attack, into his third over. Nicholas Puran is on strike, facing against his fellow countryman Sunil Narayan. Oh, and straight away just goes through Puran there, beating him on the inside edge. Again a dot ball to start the over. It's going to be a good battle. I'm sure Puran would have played many against Sunil Narayan, his West Indian teammate, his CPL teammate in Trinbago Knight Riders. So Puran will be knowing about Sunil Narayan, how to play against him. They would have faced a lot against each other in the nets. That's again defended towards point, doesn't take the single. Another dot ball here. I think it won't be a bad strategy to give respect to Sunil Narayan and then go after the other bowlers, because KKR don't have Varun Chakravarti as well. So their other bowlers can be a little vulnerable. Oh, that's another beauty. Beats the outside edge of Nicholas Puran. Another dot ball here. Fourth ball of the over coming up. It's flicked away by Puran towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So Puran rightly giving respect to Sunil Narine. That is exactly what he should be doing. And as I said, Puran and Narine would have faced against each other many times in the nets. So they'll be knowing how to tackle each other. Fifth ball of the over, that's another beauty, defended towards point. Another dot ball from Narine. And just one run coming from this over. I don't think LSG will mind this because they're planning to go after the other bowlers. There's due on offer as well. 97 needed from 61 balls. It's not a tough ask. Maybe Ayush Badoni has given the instructions to just play out this over. Last ball of the over, and that's front foot defense again from Ayush Badoni. Another dot ball to finish the over. Just one run came from that over, and LSG are now 85 for 3 after 10 overs. So Navdeep Saini is back into the attack for the Kolkata Knight Riders. Conceded 17 runs in his first over. He's into his second over now. Nicholas Puran is on strike. That's full this time, driven again by Puran straight to covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, slow ball, swings and misses. Another dot ball here. A good start to this over from Navdeep Saini. Making a comeback to the IPL after quite a long time actually. He's played for RCB before. He's even played for the Rajasthan Royals. But has been ignored ever since because I think he lost form. A little bit sidelined for a few seasons. He's making a comeback in the IPL actually. Four more deliveries left in this over. The Puran will look to target him here. Oh, that's too wide. Too wide down the leg side. Navdeep Saini has to reload that one again. Anyone remembers 2019-2020, Navdeep Saini was playing for RCB. And then he played for the Rajasthan Royals as well. But after that, I think he got sidelined. I think 2023 was the last time he was seen in the IPL. After that, we have not seen much of Navdeep Saini. And he's brought into this season because of so many injuries for KKR. That's driven again down the ground and might have beaten long off here. No, good fielding by Ajinkya Rahane at long off. And Nicholas Pooran picks up another couple of runs. So not a bad start to this over here from Navdeep Saini. In fact, Navdeep Saini has even played for India as well during those 2020 times. He's played a few bilateral series for India, but disappeared after that because he just couldn't. I don't think he was. I mean, his form was a little up and down at that time. Fourth ball of the over coming up. It's again defended towards point. Another dot ball from Navdeep Saini. Two more deliveries left in this over. Pooran is back on strike. It looks like KKR are going to settle themselves in this bowling attack for the rest of the tournament probably. I mean Navdeep Saini, Karthik Tyagi and Vaibhav Arora as their fast bowlers, and then Sunil Narayan and Anukul Roy or even Varun Chakravarti can make a comeback at some point of time. If he makes a comeback, then he will also play in the 11. Oh, another slow ball, again swings and misses. Pooran is not able to make connection here. This is a good over for KKR. There's 3 runs coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. Brilliant over this from Navdeep Saini, taking the pace off once again. Pooran loves pace on the ball. If you take the pace off, he's not able to make connection. There's not much batting left after this probably. Abdul Samad to come in and then Mukul Chowdhury. And then you have the bowlers. The last ball of the over coming up. Avesh Khan can also swing his bat probably, but you can't regard him as a big batter. And that's driven away by Pooran towards deep extra cover. Is going to push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over from Navdeep Saini. And LSG are now 90 for 3 after 11 overs. The required run rate now 10.22. At some point of time they need a big over. Both these batters will have to go for the big shots. Sunil Narayan has only 1 over left. At this same stage KKR were 102 for 2. KKR were 102 for 2 at the end of their 11 overs. They finished with 181. That clearly shows that KKR slowed down in the last 9 overs in their innings. Should have got above 200. But now LSG are having a very steep equation. Ayush Badoni on strike. Karthik Tyagi back into the attack, into his second over. Goes for the cut shot again, unable to make connection. Oh, in fact, he's got a nick, I think. Has he? No, he hasn't. Thought for a moment he had got a nick. So another dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. He goes for the uppercut, gets it over the fielders, and that'll be 1 bounce and 4. Much needed boundary for LSG. Ayush Badoni just using the pace there, getting it over that fielder at short third man, and picks up his 3rd boundary in this innings. The 4 more deliveries left in this over. 88 to get from 52 balls is still looking like a steep equation. This time it's flicked away again by Badoni. Going to push for 2. No, they are not, I think. Just a single for Ayush Badoni. Now this partnership will be very, very crucial for LSG in this game. Nicholas Pooran and Ayush Badoni. They have to carry on. Have to bring this required run rate down. The required run rate is 10.24. Can't believe that a target of 182 is made to look a little tough here. In a ground where you would consider 182 as a very, very easy target to chase down. Eden Gardens is not a tough batting wicket or anything of that sort. That shot goes for the pull. It's high on the bat. Fielder takes the catch at long on. Nicholas Pooran is gone. And Karthik Tyagi strikes for KKR. 4th wicket goes down. Got it high on the bat there, Pooran. Couldn't time it at all. A really good catch at long on. And could that be the game for the Kolkata Knight Riders? Once again, the top 4 batters. This is what I was talking about LSG actually. They are only having 4 batters in their team. 4 proper batters. They're missing someone like a David Miller this year. They had David Miller last year. Shouldn't have released him. I think that is where LSG are going to suffer this season. That is for sure. The Karthik Tyagi gets a wicket. Nicholas Pooran is gone for 13. LSG in a little bit of trouble here. 95 for 4 after 11.4 overs. So Abdul Samad is the new batter to the crease. There's no batting after this. Mukul Chowdhury will come in. And then they have Avesh Khan, Manimar and Siddharth, Digvesh Rathi and Prince Yadav. So they're seriously short of batting resources after this. Abdul Samad can strike them. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Against this bowling attack, if you're not able to chase 182, that could be a concern for LSG. Oh, goes for the drive. Abdul Samad unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Karthik Tyagi. Now, if I was the KKR captain, I would bring Sunil Narayan back into the attack after this. Try and break this partnership as well, because they are under pressure now. Required run rate 10.65. And LSG are running out of batters. With Pooran struggling for form like this, it's not looking good for LSG. 3 matches, 3 failures for Nicholas Pooran. Last ball of the over coming up. And it's driven by Abdul Samad towards deep extra covers and gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Nicholas Pooran. The LSG are now 96 for 4 after 12 overs. So not much batting left after this. Mukul Chowdhury, and then you have the bowlers. So definitely LSG a little bit of trouble here. This is the partnership they need to flourish. Anukul Roy back into the attack for KKR into his 3rd over. And Samad hits it down the ground to long on. Picks up another single to start the over. Ayush Badoni is back on strike. Is that too wide? No, it's not. It's a dot ball from Anukul Roy. KKR in control of this game, I would think now. 11.09 the required run rate. Goes for the sweep, gets it away for 4. No one there at deep square leg. And another boundary for Ayush Badoni, beautifully swept away. Much needed boundary. 100 comes up for LSG. 100 comes up in 12.3 overs with the loss of 4 wickets. LSG are lacking a proper finisher here. This time it's too wide. This time it's too wide from Anukul Roy. Has to reload that one again. Wide given by the umpire. LSG are lacking a player like Heinrich Klaassen or Marcus Stoinis. I had mentioned it earlier. Oh, that's a full toss. He hits it down the ground. One bounce to long on. And picks up another single. That was a gift actually. Could have hit it anywhere. Ayush Badoni. But can only pick up another single. Abdul Samad is back on strike. I think it was a very poor decision from LSG to release David Miller. They had a superb option, finishers option in David Miller. Releasing him is proving to be very, very costly. Oh, he's bowled him! Goes straight through Abdul Samad. Another wicket falls for the Lucknow Super Giants. This is always going to happen when you don't have that much batting depth. Abdul Samad is not a main player. I mean, a mainstay player in the IPL. I'm not quite sure about Abdul Samad. He just completely has a hoik across the line and loses his middle and off stump. The 5th wicket goes down for the Lucknow Super Giants. Half the side dismissed for LSG. Anukul Roy gets the breakthrough. And KKR looking like they might get their first win today, in all honesty, the way they are bowling. Abdul Samad is out for 2. LSG are 104 for 5 after 12.5 overs. So Mukul Chowdhury is the new batter to the crease. Last recognized batting pair for LSG. This is exactly the big weakness for LSG, the batting depth. They don't have many batters. They need to do something about their middle order. Particularly with Pooran struggling for form. You can't rely so heavily on the top 4 to do the job every time. The last ball of the over coming up from Anukul Roy. And it's driven by Mukul Chowdhury straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Abdul Samad. LSG in all sorts of trouble. 104 for 5 after 13 overs. Well, teams are having all-rounders towards the end. Players like Tim David, Romario, Shepherd, they are having a lot of finishers. Even if you look at Rajasthan Royals, Donovan Ferreira, Ravindra Jadeja, the Mumbai Indians are having Naman Dheer, Shardul Thakur, they can all bat. But look at this LSG batting lineup. The tail is starting at number 7. Once they lose 5 wickets, they are going into the tail enders. That is not a good sign at all for a team. So where are your finishers then? That is the big question for LSG. Navdeep Saini back into the attack. Ayush Badoni on strike. He is the last hope for LSG, one would think. And he goes over the top. That's beautifully played. One bounce and into the boundary for 4. Great start to the over from Ayush Badoni. Nice and full from Navdeep Saini. And starts the over with the boundary. Second ball of the over coming up. That's driven away again. It's found the gap again. 4 more. Back-to-back boundaries from Ayush Badoni. So he's decided that he's going to take the responsibility now in this run chase. And a great way to start this over here for LSG. Still 70 to get from 40 balls. Positive start to this over from Ayush Badoni. Moves to 41 from 26 balls. The question will be, is Mukul Chowdhury the right batter to support him in this situation? Third ball of the over coming up from Navdeep Saini. Oh, goes for the cut, unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Saini. Required run rate 10.77. If they can get Badoni out here, that could well be the game for KKR. Let's cut away again by Badoni. Misfield at point. They might push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs for Ayush Badoni. We're talking about 4 batters. I think LSG will argue saying they have 6 batters, but Abdul Samad isn't contributing much. And Puran is out of form. That is really affecting LSG, and we haven't seen the best of Mitchell Marsh like what we saw last year. Mitchell Marsh was at his brutal best last year. Was taking the responsibility, was batting through the innings. We are not able to see that version of Mitchell Marsh this year. That is also affecting LSG a little bit. You need one of Aiden Markram or Mitchell Marsh to bat through the innings. That is not happening. That's short and wide again. Cut away by Badoni. Has it gone all the way? No, 1 bounce and 4. So this is a big over for LSG here. 2 short and 2 wide again from Navdeep Saini. And Ayush Badoni capitalizes on it. Moves to 47 now with that boundary. 14 runs from this over. He's a really good player, this lad, Ayush Badoni. Very, very underrated, has been with this franchise for a lot of time now. High time he takes responsibility in this kind of a run chase. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's pulled away by Badoni. 1 bounce to deep mid wicket. Picks up another single to finish the over. Expensive over for KKR. 15 runs came from that over from Navdeep Saini. And LSG are now 119 for 5 after 14 overs. LSG were rolled over for 141 against Delhi Capitals. Even in the previous game, they made it tough for themselves towards the end to chase down 157 against SRH. So the batting depth is something. Oh, quicker delivery there. A little bit of an inside edge. Anukul Roy continuing into his last over. Starts with a dot ball. Bowling stump to stump, Anukul Roy. Sunil Narayan still has 1 over left after this as well. Vaibhav Arora has 2 left as well. This time it's full, driven towards covers. Another dot ball here from Anukul Roy. Question will be, is Ayush Badoni ready to trust Mukul Chowdhury? He was only faced 1 ball so far. Badoni will need help from the other end. Third ball of the over. Full toss. Goes massive, has he? Yes, he has. It's gone all the way for 6. That is a poor delivery from Anukul Roy. I think it slipped out of his hand there. And Badoni puts it into the crowd, brings up his half century as well. 54 from just 33 balls with 7 boundaries and 2 sixers at a strike rate of 163.64. He is playing a lone battle here in this run chase for LSG. .57 needed from 33 balls. They'll be hoping another few lusty blows from Ayush Badoni. LSG will be thinking to themselves, if only David Miller was there in this team now. They could have had another batter to play with. Goes again over the top of the offside, long off, takes the catch. And Anukul Roy strikes back. That could be the game for Kolkata Knight Riders. There's no batting after this for LSG. The biggest wicket of Ayush Badoni is going back. Anukul Roy picks up another one. He conceded the 6, was a loose delivery and then strikes back the next ball. One hand came off the bat for Badoni, straight into the hands of long off. Rinku Singh won't drop many, completes the catch. And that could be the win for KKR right there. That could be the game. Because the last man who was doing all the damage for LSG is on his way. KKR getting closer to victory. Ayush Badoni out for 54. A good knock from him. LSG now 125 for 6 after 14.4 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. The LSG are in all sorts of trouble here. 125 for 6 at the end of their 14.4 overs. Ayush Badoni played a really good knock but has been dismissed as well. And who is the new batter to the crease? Maybe Avesh Khan probably. Avesh Khan can swing his bat around. They're coming to the end of the strategic timeout. Only 4 wickets in hand. 57 needed from 32 balls is not a tough equation at all, but it's the wickets column for LSG that is proving to be problematic. 6 wickets down is not helping them. 182 is not a tough target at all. Oh, they have made a decision here. Mohammad Shami is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 8. He can swing his bat around. We've seen him hit some sixes when he plays for India and Test cricket and all those things. Fifth ball of the over coming up. And straight away flicked away by Shami. Gets off the mark with a single. Don't know whether he'll be able to target all the main bowlers of KKR. One more delivery left in this over. Mukul Chowdhury has to do something here. Mukul Chowdhury is back on strike. The last ball of the over coming up. Quicker delivery punch down the ground towards long on, and Mukul Chowdhury gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, including the big wicket of Ayush Badoni. LSG are now 127 for 6 after 15 overs. So 55 needed from the last 5 overs. We're going down to another thriller probably here. The required run rate of 11. They've sent in Mohammad Shami as a pinch hitter to try and go after the bowling. He can hit some big sixes. We have seen it before. Sunil Narine now back into the attack, into his last over. Oh, goes for the flick shot, edges it towards short third man. Again a dot ball to start the over. Now this is going to be the problem for LSG here. Mukul Chowdhury, how is he going to bat? A test of temperament for him. Very tough to go after someone like Sunil Narine as well. Second ball of the over. Oh, again goes the other way. Beats the outside edge of Chowdhury. Another dot ball here. Even if you try to play out Narine now, the required run rate will only increase going into the last 4 overs. Anukul Roy has finished his spell. Narine has finished his spell. They have done their job. Narine going at an economy of 3.60. He has done his job that way. Third ball of the over. Has to go after Narine probably. No, he can't. Appeal for a catch. Umpire says not out. Another dot ball. 3 dot balls to start this over. Required run rate increasing further and further. Brilliant captaincy from Ajinkya Rahane here. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Goes for a sweep here. Chowdhury gets it towards deep square leg. Gets off strike. Picks up the single. Gives a strike back to Mohammad Shami. Even Shami can't go after Sunil Narine. Come on. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, it's another beauty there. Beats the outside edge. This is brilliant from Sunil Narine here. What a spell from him. None for 13 in his 3.5 overs. It's going to take something here after this for LSG to win here. Last ball of the over coming up. Can Shami play it out? Oh, he goes big here, but the fielder is there at deep square leg. Takes the catch. And Narine finishes with a wicket. Shami has holed out at deep square leg. He thought maybe it was a free hit, probably might go for the big shot. Maybe if it goes for 6 can release the pressure, but not to be. Holed out at deep square leg. And what a spell this has been from Sunil Narine. Just 1 run from this over and the wicket as well of Shami. And KKR bossing this at the moment. 7th wicket goes down for LSG. And this is the problem when you don't have batting depth. When you don't have finishers in your team, this is exactly what can happen. Mohammad Shami is out for 1. LSG 128 for 7 after 16 overs. So 4 overs left, 54 needed. Where is the batting for LSG to get these runs? We have seen many teams struggle in their bowling department. LSG are struggling in their batting department. Avesh Khan is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 9. Now Mukul Chowdhury is still there as a recognized batter. Vaibhav Arora back into the attack. That shot is pulled away by Mukul Chowdhury, but straight to deep mid wicket. Doesn't take the single. He wants to keep the strike himself and try and maximize this over, because he is the last hope now for LSG, if there is any hope at all. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's full and on the pads again. Beautifully bowled. Another Yorker, another dot ball. The required run rate is only increasing here. And getting out of hand for LSG at the moment. 54 needed from 22 balls. This is brilliant bowling from Vaibhav Arora. 2 for 14 in his 2.2 overs so far. He was the bowler who started the slide actually for LSG by picking up both the openers. And LSG haven't recovered from that. Nicholas Pooran has not been in the best of form, and that is really affecting LSG at the moment. That shot again pulled away by Chowdhury as he found the gap here. Oh, it's a good effort, but it will trickle into the boundary for 4. So finally, Mukul Chowdhury gets the boundary. They need plenty more of that though. Important boundary for LSG. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. 4th ball of the over coming up. Gives himself room. It's a helicopter down the ground and clears the boundary. What a shot that is. What a shot that is from Mukul Chowdhury. Helicopter shot. And he's picked up a 6 here. 4 into 6. Is this game still minutely alive for Lucknow Super Giants with this man still there at the crease? Well, what a helicopter shot that was from Mukul Chowdhury. 2 more deliveries left in this over. They need plenty more of this though. KKR are basically 1 more wicket away from sealing this game if they can get Mukul Chowdhury out. But the pressure is on for LSG, still on them only. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Coming around the wicket by Arora. But full toss, goes leg side, fielder, 1 bounce to deep mid wicket. And picks up another single. I think this is a free hit for Avesh Khan now. It's a free hit. Even if Avesh Khan gets out, his job will be to find the boundary. I think that is why Mukul Chowdhury has given him the strike. Try and go for the big shot. It doesn't matter if Avesh Khan gets out. .43 to get from 19. Can Avesh Khan find a boundary or a 6 here? This game is not quite over yet, and Avesh Khan can certainly swing his bat around. He has the capability. Last ball of the over coming up from Vaibhav Arora. Back over the wicket. Oh, swings and misses. Swings and misses. There's a dot ball to finish the over. It was a free hit for Avesh Khan, but he's missed it altogether. So 11 runs came from that over from Vaibhav Arora, and LSG are now 139 for 7 after 17 overs. 43 needed from the last 3 overs. So it's clear as to who will bowl the last 3 overs. Vaibhav Arora still has 1 over left. Navdeep Saini and Karthik Tyagi. They will be the bowlers to finish it off for KKR. It's not the best of bowling attacks for KKR, but LSG with lack of batting depth trying to win this game here. So Karthik Tyagi is going to be bowling the 18th over, and Mukul Chowdhury will look to go big here, try and get 20 odd runs in this over probably. The way he hit that 6 helicopter shot was brilliant. Well, he goes offside and clears long off for 6. What a shot that is from Mukul Chowdhury, flat batting it down the ground. Over long off, that's a great way to start the over for LSG. Pressure on Karthik Tyagi. Well, he has long levers, this block, Mukul Chowdhury. Second 6 for him, moves to 19 from 12 balls. 37 needed from 17. They'll need another couple more 6s in this over to breathe a little easier. Still, they can't breathe easy because of the wickets column. Second ball of the over coming up. Full toss, goes down the ground to long on, doesn't take the single. Doesn't take the single, it's a dot ball. Because Mukul Chowdhury knows that he has to keep the majority of the strike if they want to win this game here. Maybe try and hit another 2 6s in this over. It'll release some pressure. But all this should have been done by the earlier batters of LSG, Nicholas Pooran, Abdul Samad. They should have taken the responsibility. It's on a knife edge now for LSG. 1 wicket will seal it for KKR. Third ball of the over coming up. That's pulled away again towards deep mid wicket. Doesn't want to take the single once again. It's another dot ball here. Valuable dot balls for KKR. Mukul Chowdhury is only looking for boundaries at this stage. He doesn't want to take the singles. Maybe he'll take the single of the last ball to give Avesh Khan a kind of a free hit. The fourth ball of the over coming up. He's looking for another maximum here. That's a full toss and he gets that one as well. That's a massive hit from Mukul Chowdhury. This is why he was denying the singles. Because he knows that if he gets a loose ball, he's going to put it away. Second 6 in this over. 12 runs have come from this over. 150 comes up for LSG in 17.4 overs. Still 2 balls left in this over. Well, Mukul Chowdhury, 25 from 15 balls, still 2 balls left in this over. He's only looking for the maximums now, is Mukul Chowdhury. Prayers for both the teams. That's pulled away again towards deep mid wicket. He'll take the single this time because only 1 ball left after this in this over. And it's a free hit for Avesh Khan now. Basically telling Avesh Khan, just go for it now. It doesn't matter if you get out. If Avesh Khan gets a boundary, it's a bonus for LSG going into the penultimate over. Navdeep Saini still has 1 over left. Vaibhav Arora still has 1 over left. They might bowl the last couple of overs for KKR. Will it be Vaibhav Arora next over or will it be Vaibhav Arora last over? That is the only question probably. Avesh Khan is back on strike. 13 runs have come from this over. There's no doubt that Avesh Khan is going to have a big swing at it. Last ball of the over coming up. Swings and misses. He's not able to make connection for a long time here. Avesh Khan, he got 2 free hit deliveries. Still unable to make connection. Another dot ball to finish the over. 13 runs came from that over and LSG are now 152 for 7 after 18 overs. 30 to get from the last 2 overs. So the penultimate over is going to be a big over for both these teams now. Who is going to bowl the penultimate over for KKR? Is it going to be Vaibhav Arora? Or is it going to be Navdeep Saini? Well, surprisingly, they have gone with Cameron Green for the penultimate over. I don't know what kind of a decision this is. I was thinking Navdeep Saini and Vaibhav Arora. Cameron Green bowling the penultimate over. Mukul Chowdhury on strike. And he goes high up in the air. Hasn't timed it at all. Lands safely. And they have not taken the single. They could have gone for 2 there. Completely mistimed it, Mukul Chowdhury. The ball has landed safely. They could have gone for 2. It's a valuable dot ball at this stage for KKR. Every dot ball at this stage is vital. You need to be able to push for 2s at least. Second ball. Oh, goes for the pull again. It's towards short third man. Another dot ball here. And Mukul Chowdhury is asking something. Cameron Green testing him with a short ball and succeeding in doing so. 30 needed from 10 ball. It's a crunch situation. You have to go for the shots now. I think Vaibhav Arora will bowl the last over. Anything above 20 will be advantage KKR in the last over. I don't know whether Mukul Chowdhury is asking for a change of gloves here. But everything has to go for 6 now. Cameron Green bowling the penultimate over is kind of a very risky decision. But it has started with 2 dot balls here. Third ball of the over coming up. And he's pulled that away leg side. 1 bounce and 4 towards deep square leg. In fact, it's gone all the way. It's gone all the way for 6. There's still life left in this game. This man is just striking the ball so cleanly. Picks up his 4th 6 in this innings. 24 still needed from 9 balls. Oh my god, I've never seen a batter like this, looking for 6s. Oh, swings and misses. There's another dot ball at this stage. Brilliant bowling from Cameron Green, took the pace off. Another dot ball here, 24 from 8. They need another maximum at least. Oh, what does he do? Does he take the single and give it to Avesh Khan? But he's not able to connect Avesh Khan. It will be better if Mukul Chowdhury looks for 2 6s probably. Try and get it down to 12 of the last over. Another thriller here in this Tata IPL 2026. Oh, a shot again, goes for the top edge, and that will run away for 4 over third man. They're all valuable runs here for Mukul Chowdhury. Another boundary brings the equation down to 20 from 7. 10 runs have come from this over. Now what does he do? Does he take the single? Does he go for the big shot? Last ball of the over coming up. A 6 will mean 14 to win. Now he goes for it and he gets it. That's all the way for 6. He didn't look for the single. He looked for the maximum. He's got the maximum. What a way to finish the over. 16 runs came from that over from Cameron Green. And we are now down to the last over with 14 needed from the last over for LSG. LSG are now 168 for 7 after 19 overs. So 14 to win from the last over. It's going to be Vaibhav Arora to bowl the last over. I was very surprised that Navdeep Saini didn't bowl the penultimate over. In all honesty, it should have been Navdeep Saini. But now the important thing is Mukul Chowdhury is off strike for the start of the last over. So what does Avesh Khan do? Does he go for the big shot himself or does he give the strike to Mukul Chowdhury? His partnership now 40 from just 18 balls. And Avesh Khan hasn't even scored a run in this partnership so far. 14 needed. Basically 2 big hits is what is the requirement in this last over. Vaibhav Arora bowling the last over. Avesh Khan on strike. Here comes Vaibhav Arora. Can Avesh Khan find a boundary? He flicks it away. Mukul Chowdhury was already halfway through. Picks up the single. Gives the strike back to Mukul Chowdhury. And now 13 to get from 5. It's a clear instruction now. Clear goal for Mukul Chowdhury. Hit 2 sixes and get this done with. What power hitting this has been. 42 from 22 balls for Mukul Chowdhury. Can he finish it off? Can he convert this into a match-winning innings? The intentions are clear. He's not looking for any singles. He's looking only for sixes and fours. Oh, nail-biting stuff once again. Absolutely nail-biting stuff. A run chase which was supposed to be a little easier than what it is now. Complicated by LSG. But Mukul Chowdhury on strike. Second ball of the over. He goes again. Leg side. He's got that. 6. Oh, massive hit in the context of this game. Length ball from Vaibhav Arora and dispatched by Mukul Chowdhury for 6. And now the equation down to 7 from 4. Basically one more hit away from sealing this game here. What an innings this is from Mukul Chowdhury. Pressure now on Vaibhav Arora. He needs to get him out or he needs to do something here. What a shot. What an innings this is. 48 from 23 balls. He's doing it single-handedly here. Mukul Chowdhury. Can he find another maximum and seal this game for the Lucknow Super Giants? Basically one more 6 is what he's looking for. What an innings this is. They were completely gone in this run chase, Lucknow Super Giants, when they lost the wicket of Ayush Badoni. But this man has stepped up all by himself. 7 from 4 now. Heat is on, pressure is on. Third ball of the over coming up. Mukul Chowdhury, a chance to become a hero today at Eden Gardens. This has been a terrific knock in all honesty. Prayers everywhere now. Suddenly out of nowhere it has become so tense. Vaibhav Arora changing his angle, coming around the wicket to Mukul Chowdhury here. He started the slide by picking up the first 2 wickets, but he has gone for plenty at the back end here. Mukul Chowdhury is thinking only one thing. Another maximum from somewhere here will level the scores. Vaibhav Arora coming around the wicket. Mukul Chowdhury on strike. Third ball of the over. Oh, brilliantly bowled. Brilliantly bowled under the bat of Mukul Chowdhury. And a valuable dot ball at this stage. Raghuvanshi is appealing for something. That's not out at all. Oh my goodness. Prayers everywhere, tension everywhere. That was a good, well executed Yorker from Vaibhav Arora from around the wicket. Emotions everywhere here. Mukul Chowdhury needs another maximum probably. One more 6 will finish it off for LSG. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, goes for the paddle again. Unable to make connection again. Unable to make connection again. Back-to-back dot balls from Vaibhav Arora. That is what they want. That is what KKR want. And now the pressure is firmly on LSG and Mukul Chowdhury here. 7 to get from 2. He needs to find the boundary here. Prayers everywhere. He went for the paddle thinking that he can find a boundary there but couldn't make connection. Big delivery here. Big delivery. 5th ball of the over. Needs to connect this. Oh, he goes offside and he's got that for 6. He's got that for 6. Mukul Chowdhury, you little beauty. You little beauty. What a shot that is over extra covers, deep extra covers for 6. Half century for Mukul Chowdhury. Oh my goodness, you won't see a better knock than this. 54 from 26 balls with 2 boundaries and 7 maximums. Had a strike rate of 207.69. And now just 1 run required for victory for LSG. Scores are level now. Absolutely brilliant batting. And now Avesh Khan must be ready to run at everything here. What an innings this has been. They were completely gone, LSG. Mukul Chowdhury, remember the name, kind of an innings. 54 from 26 balls, all by himself. Partnership of 53 from 23. He has done it all by himself here. And now just 1 run away from winning this. 1 run, 1 ball. That is the equation now. What a shot that was. After doing all the hard work, just a solitary run away from winning this. Last ball of the match. Mukul Chowdhury on strike. 1 to win. Can he finish it off here? Around the wicket by Arora. Oh, goes for a pull. Shy the stumps. Misses the stumps. Misses the stumps at both ends. LSG are home. LSG are home. What a run chase this has been. What an innings this has been. One of the best innings you'll ever see. One of the best innings you'll ever see from a youngster. And goodness gracious me, we have had something. We have been treated to a classic here in IPL 2026. Mukul Chowdhury. Oh my goodness. I think we need to take a breath actually. We need a moment to take a breath. Because this has been something to watch here. We all thought the game was done when Ayush Badoni got dismissed, but this man, Mukul Chowdhury, has played one of the best innings you will ever see in T20 cricket. From a position where it looked gone actually for Lucknow Super Giants when Ayush Badoni was dismissed. But this partnership of 54 from just 24 balls. And I think that is what they needed actually. That is what Lucknow Super Giants needed. They needed 54 to win from the last 4 overs. And Mukul Chowdhury has taken everything in his own hands and finished off proceedings. My goodness, you won't see a better T20 match than this. You will not see a better run chase than this. Heartbreak for the Kolkata Knight Riders, still winless. After 4 matches, they picked up a solitary point against Punjab Kings. But it is their 3rd defeat in this tournament. And they will remain only with that 1 point. Their losing streak continues for the Kolkata Knight Riders. But what an innings this has been from Mukul Chowdhury. There's no doubt about that. A magnificent innings. 1 man standing, 1 wicket standing. And he has taken LSG over the line. Absolute crazy scenes here at Eden Gardens. It's the 3rd win for LSG at Eden Gardens against KKR in the IPL. And now the head-to-head becomes 3-1 in favour of LSG at this particular venue against KKR. The 2nd win in a row as well for Lucknow Super Giants. They defeated the Sunrisers in their previous game. And now they have defeated the Kolkata Knight Riders as well. 2 away wins in a row for Lucknow Super Giants, and that will give them a lot of confidence going forward. Although they will need to add some more batters in their batting lineup because their tail is starting at number 6. and that is not a good sign. Mukul Chowdhury saved them today, but every time you can't get saved like this. They need to do something about their lower order batting. But absolutely brilliant scenes here from Mukul Chowdhury. What an innings he has played. And KKR will feel heartbroken today, no doubt about that. They thought that they were going to be winning this game. They thought they might finally get their win. And it was looking as if KKR might win this. And when LSG were 128 for 7 after 16 overs. And at that time, it looked as though it was all KKR. But Mukul Chowdhury then decided to take everything in his own hands. And the way he struck the ball cleanly, unbeaten on 54 from 27 balls with 2 boundaries and 7 maximums at a strike rate of 200, just further proving that the kind of Indian cricketing talent which India possesses has no limit. So many talents flourishing at the highest stage here in this IPL. So good to watch. Well, 182 was always going to be a below par total. We'll just look at how the run chase panned out. Mitchell Marsh and Aiden Markram got off to a really good start, but Vaibhav Arora removed both of them in 1 over. And then Rishabh Pant scored 10 from 9 balls, but even he was struggling a little bit today. But I think it was a very important knock from Ayush Badoni, impact player for them. Ayush Badoni scored 54 from 34 balls with 7 boundaries and 2 sixers at a strike rate of 158.82. And Nicholas Pooran scored 13 from 15 balls with 1 maximum at a strike rate of 86.67. But one man towards the end, Mukul Chowdhury, stole the limelight all by himself. 54 not out from 27 balls with 2 boundaries and 7 sixers at a strike rate of 200. He didn't have any support from the other end. He had to do it all by himself, and he's done it for the Lucknow Super Giants today. If you look at KKR's bowlers, Vaibhav Arora picked up those 2 wickets, but expensive towards the end, 2 for 38 in his 4 overs. Anukul Roy picked up 2 wickets as well, 2 for 32 in his 4 overs. Navdeep Saini bowled only 3 overs, and that is what I was thinking actually. Maybe they could have given the penultimate over to Navdeep Saini. They gave it to Cameron Green. They should have given the penultimate over to Navdeep Saini when he still had 1 over left. I don't know what kind of captaincy that was from Ajinkya Rahane. I think that is where I felt, when you're having 2 main bowlers who are having 1 over left, why would you want to go to a part-time bowler like Cameron Green for the penultimate over? I think I couldn't understand that decision from KKR today. Because see, Navdeep Saini has not completed his quota. Yes, Navdeep Saini was a little expensive in his 3 overs. But he's your main bowler. You have picked him as your main bowler in your team. He needs to complete 4 overs. As simple as that. So Navdeep Saini should have bowled the penultimate over. And I think that was a big blunder from KKR. So Navdeep Saini, none for 37 in his 3 overs. But Sunil Narine was the pick of the bowlers today. 1 for 13 in his 4 overs. And it was because of his spell that this game came so close towards the end. Otherwise, if Sunil Narine hadn't been there, I think LSG would have won it quite easily. And Karthik Tyagi also bowled 3 overs, 1 for 31. And Cameron Green bowled only 2 overs, picked up the wicket of Rishabh Pant, but 1 for 28 in his 2 overs as well. So it's the Lucknow Super Giants who have won this game by 3 wickets here at Eden Gardens against the Kolkata Knight Riders. And LSG also pick up back-to-back wins, and more importantly, it's back-to-back away wins for Lucknow Super Giants, which will give them a lot of confidence going forward in this tournament. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of Tata IPL 2026. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and good night. Take care guys, cheers and good night.
Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. 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 Please like, subscribe, and share.